How's it going, guys? Shady here, and today I'm gonna bring you my Chaos Lightsworn Decklist with a spicy tech in it. If you're new in the channel, subscribe to see more of this type of deck lists. Drop a like if you enjoy, and comment if you have any kind of deck that you would want to see next. But yeah, I'm just going to show you the replays first, and then I'm going to show you some the deck list. So I have 3 replays. Maybe start this was just a test. Well, I was playing with a bot, so yeah, I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna search for Chaos Creator, mill, add a Raiden, summon both 2 monsters. So right now this is a Chaos Ruler. We're gonna search for a monster right here. I'm gonna add the Plague Spreader so the other monsters can go to the graveyard at special summon. So now I can go for a Minerva, and then just keep playing. This is a really risky deck, but when it goes off, it's really strong. So yeah, I'm gonna recycle those banished cards. I'm gonna summon the Valkyria so I can go for board load, so I have a negate here. And I think I'm gonna make a Harbinger, summon ABC, and this is a really good board. It's like, it's not any kind of meta board that most decks put, but it's not a bad one. Like we milled a lot, but it wasn't like that that good of a start. So the Fellies and the Wolves are the cards that we want to mill with our charge of the Light Brigade, because they'll special summon themselves. So it's basically just send to graveyard, special summon, have a lot of level 4s in the field and combo with them. And the deck, this is a really strong deck. It can be really aggro. This is if you're able like to negate the opponent's field, or if they don't have that many negates, it's a really good golden second deck. And even though I think this deck can go through some negates, just like it won't go through Imperm Nibiru, but it still can combo off through a lot of maybe like Ash Imperm, something like that. We can play around it depending on the hand. This is a very consistent one, and this was just my test. As you can see in the top, I'm playing against the bot. This was just a test, and even though the bots have really good hands though, but yeah, I'm playing the ABCs because it's a very mill focused deck. And since you're playing the Valkyria, when you banish them to special summon other monsters, like for example, I think there's like the Chaos Creator or something, they're gonna send a monster to the graveyard, but you can't activate their effect. So activating that to send the missing pieces for the ABC monster is really good, because this is just a 3000 attack monster that banishes a card by on the field by discarding any card, face up or face down. And it floats basically. You can tribute and special summon all the 3 level 4s that you use in the graveyard. And yeah, this is a really good combo. So we have like a spell negate and a board load negate, but let's just keep going. So I'm negating this one, then he's trying to draw, I'm gonna negate again. And basically he has no play right here. He's gonna special summon both. I'm gonna activate ABC, so you can't go for any Xyz play or Link play. And just keep going. But yeah, this was just a test to see how well this goes. I'm going for the second here. Yeah, this is against Salmon Great, so this is against a meta deck. So I'm going first, he ashes me, no problem. Minerva activates. So the only bad thing right here is that we can't use ABC. So special summon 2 level 4s to get Minerva. I got a really good card to my hand. Level. This is basically just. I'm going to talk about this. The good thing about this deck is the new card, Chaos Ruler. This is so strong. It's a level 8 that's search reveals the top 5 cards, adds a light or dark to your hand, and mills the rest. So this is just mill 5 most of the time. Mill 5 no, mill 4 and add 1. So this is really strong, and it's just to level 8 synchro that we can make really easily because we're playing Felices and Wolf that they're all level 4s and tuners. Basically almost any tuner in a deck except for I'm not counting this as a tuner, I just play it to get a mill, but the Plague Spreader is the only non-level 4 tuner, so it's really easy to make a level 8 with all the level 4s with special summon, and this is just a crazy card. So I'm gonna add Diana, Wolf special summons, banish another Wolf, go for Curious. Curious is just really good because you can send a card of our choice to the deck, so we can guarantee a Wolf and send all the 3 monsters. So we can basically keep extending our plays. So basically, this is what Summon Greats can't out unless they have a better monster. So basically, right now my board is only 1 negate, but I have an indestructible access code Talker with 5300 attack. This is really difficult for most players to out. Basically, you either banish this or just take it with Borload, not the Savage one, the Link 4. But basically, I don't see any of any other way to deal with it, and Salmon Greats basically don't play any of this. So as you're gonna see, he's gonna try to play and negate the Skipper because I don't want any level 4 XCs, because this Skipper is just to search for the parallel. I think so, the parallel XC. I didn't saw the decklist, but as long as the moment he saw he can't help my access code Talker, he just decided to scoop immediately. He had a really good end, but even though he can't out access code Talker like this, so yeah, it's just very good. Now going second against Witchcrafter. Oh, swap. This is a really not an hard deck to go against, but this is a deck that likes to go first, and I just don't understand this build. So I'm gonna draw 2, discard a Wolf. I milled another Wolf, I think. Yeah, I milled another Wolf, so I special summoned the milled one. Minerva is gonna activate to send another card from the deck in Foolish Burial. Activated. So summon Minerva. So this is another play that you can make. So if you have a tuner and another monster and a level 4 on the field, and there's no way you can go into any of the synchros, just make Needle Fiber, get the Plague Spreader, and do this play. Now I'm gonna Link Cross, get 2 tokens. I'm gonna get a level 3, special summon back Plague Spreader, and now the token, the level 4 and the level 3 will make our Chaos Ruler, which she's one of the best extenders. So good that he decided to use negate on us. So yeah. So now I'm gonna make IP, special summon back the Chaos Ruler, and the Plague Spreader. So now I have Curious, and Curious is just insane. Send any card. I decide to go for the Assault Core for the ABCs. It's a really strong. So yeah, this is basically it. He scoops right here, so this deck going second can make some insane boards. So our board is a 5300 attack access call, 4000 attack board load with 3 counters. So basically this is 1 negate per turn that you can use. So he has 3 negates. This negates spells and sucks the spell. So imagine like Chaos Space is a spell card that has a graveyard effect that's really useful. If you're on the mirror match or they're using a Chaos engine for tech, you can just suck it up. They don't get the graveyard effect. And the ABC is just because it's an easy monster to make for free with all the monsters that we send to the graveyard. And banishes and as a floating effect, so really good. And this is not the, like, how I say, the most competitive decks I've faced, except for Salamangreat, but you know, I'm playing on YuGiOh Pro, this is what I get. I'm gonna show you the deck list. So you might be seeing the deck list and think, why the hell is he playing End Destruction? So we want to have as consistent as possible a Charge of the Light Brigade, or a Lightsworn per the Solar Recharge to start our plays. So if you don't have it, since you may have cards in your hand that are just bricks, like the Malicious, like the Wolf, you don't want it in your hand because not normal summoned, and the Felice, you can just activate this, discard that bricks, and get 2 new cards, so you can have a bigger chance to get one of these 9 cards that are combo starters. And basically it. So let's go into it from the beginning. Double Chaos Creator, this is really good because it's special summon by banishing 1 light, 1 dark, target 3 banished cards, special summon 1 to your field and return the others to the deck. So it's really good, especially to reutilize Malicious. So you have a banished Malicious and 1 on the graveyard, you can send them back to the deck with Chaos Creator and use Malicious effect right again. So it's really good. And it's a good extender, especially is level 8 with Levianeer, or just with another Chaos Creator you can make the Hope Harbinger or the Galaxy Ice Photon. Okay, really good card. Levianeer, this is just insane card for any mill heavy deck, or just any deck that either gets a lot of darks on the graveyard or just mills a lot. So Levianeer is really good because if you banish only lights for the summon, you're gonna get an extension because it special summons a monster from the graveyard. If you banish darks, you're gonna take a card from your opponent's hand, which is really nuts. And you banish both lights and dark, this is more as a going second effect. You destroy 2 cards on field, no target. So they don't know what you're destroying, so they have to react to this. If they don't have negate to negate this, basically 2 cards off the field for free. Don't want to play more than 2. It's like, because we're playing two of this, and you have lots of bricks, you don't want to open more. They're searchable with Chaos Space. Next, Malicious, we're milling a lot, so Malicious is really good to use on the graveyard to just extend for plays. Valkyria is another extender, banish a monster from the a light or dark monster from your graveyard, special summon. If this card is banished, send a card from your deck to the hand, but you can't use their effects for the rest of the turn, so that's why I'm playing the ABCs. I think, well, I'm gonna draw mill some while doing this combo. If I have anyone that I'm missing, I can send Valkyria, so why not? The ABC Dragon Buster is a really good boss monster, so I decided to throw it in. Diana, this is basically another Valkyria, but it's only for banishing light monsters, and they don't have the when it's banished effect. So next for the Lightsworn's Triple Raiden, this is the best one, level 4, tuner, and you can activate, send 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard. And basically almost every Lightsworn has the effect. On the end phase, send the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard, but you're not gonna use it. So if you have a Raiden on the field on the end phase, just basically you're not in a good spot. So the end phase effect will not get used too much. Triple Wolf, this is a card that you want to mill as the most as possible because it'll just special summon to the field, so it's really strong. Double Felice, this is just like Wolf, if it's sent to the graveyard special summon. It's a tuner, and because it's a tuner it's better to get in the field and the Wolf technically, so it can only be special summon if sent with a monster effect. I'm only playing 2 because of having to be a monster effect, because most of our mills will be Solar and Charge of Light Brigade, so it's not that much summonable for us to summon. It's only Raiden and Minerva or the Chaos Ruler, but yeah, Minerva just here because when it's sent to the graveyard from hand or deck, mills a card from top of the deck. Plague Spreader, this is really good for when you have no way to go into a level 8 synchro or level 4 XC or rank 4 XCs, so you just get a tuner and a monster to the graveyard, special summon this, and this will most times give you the Chaos Ruler for free. 1 Assault, 1 Crush Wyvern and 1 Buster Draker. This is just the 1 for each, so we can make the Dragon Buster, 1 Wyvern Burster and 1 Collapse Serpent. Basically just banish a dark special light special summon a Collapse, banish a dark special summon a Wyvern, and when either of them go to the graveyard from the field, and this doesn't work if they're sent as an Xyz material detach, and they're gonna search for each other, so basically a really good extender. The instruction I already talked about. I'm playing 1 Upstart because basically with Upstart this is a 39 card deck, and I want like to have it as much as possible drawing power. Foolish Burial, this is really good to send anything that you're missing. If you want another level 4 on the field, send a Wolf. If you're missing the last ABC card, send it. It's a really good card to have on the milling deck, but yeah, it's a really good card. 1 Monster Reborn, it's just an extender, a really good one. Only can play 1 copy of. Charge of Light Brigade is just mill 3, add a Lightsworn. It's a really good card to start combos, especially open double of it. Oh, and the same top 3 cards of the deck are cost, so they won't stop the milling, and that's the only thing that we want most times of the charge. Just mill as much as possible. Solar Recharge, this is really good, combo it off with 1 Charge of Light Brigade, because this will send 3 at a Lightsworn, and then you're discarding the Lightsworn to draw 2 and send 2. So it's really strong. This doesn't send as cost, so it's not as good as this one, and it needs for you to have a Lightsworn on your hand, but still really strong. And Chaos Space, just to search for our Chaos Creator, Levineer, Valkyria, and a Wyvern and a Collapse Serpent. Extra deck, Minerva, this just detach and send the top 3 cards of the deck to the graveyard. Abyss Dweller can be good against graveyard effect heavy graveyard effect decks. Old Harbinger, this is a spell negate, really easy to make with 2 level 8s. Photon Lord is basically just like the Old Harbinger, but it's a monster negate and not a spell negate, and has to detach instead of the Harbinger that don't detach. Basically, just that's why you play it. If you have another level rank 8 monster that is the same way to make that negates monsters, and it's better to have in here than this, just tell me in the comments. One Dragon Buster, because really good strong boss monster and can be special summon banishing these 3 from the graveyard. Marcher, just combo up with Needle Fiber and Plague Spreader. Barlow, this is a negate. We're using a lot of links, especially Curious, that is a link tree, so Barlow's a really good card to go into for a negate and a really strong monster. Chaos Ruler is basically a standard, really one of the best cards on all deck. Link Rust combo with Needle Fiber for our synchroing summon with Marcher and Chaos Ruler. Needle Fiber to search for the Plague Spreader. IP Masquerade is more like, sometimes you're gonna make Curious with Dark Monsters, and I've done this in one of the replays. So you can make just like, one of the times I made it was Chaos Ruler, IP and Plague Spreader, but it's really good to go with her into Access Code Talker, so it's indestructible, it's really strong. Curious, this is really good. Basically, we just use it for the effect to send one card of your choice to the graveyard and then mill 3. So this will guarantee you a wolf, a Felis, or whatever you need to get in the field. So really good. Access Code Talker, Barrel Sword, these are just aggro cards that are really good for a deck. Like, using IP to make any of these 2 cards is really strong. Since this is a more aggro deck, really good to have these 2 cards. Saryuja is just to help with combos, so sometimes you get a lot of monsters but you don't have the cards in your hands to follow up, so just Saryuja, get 4 cards, send what you don't want in your hand back to the decks, really good. For the side deck, I'm using Gamma package. I'm not playing any hand traps in the main deck because this is a mill deck. Most times hand traps are useless, and that's why. But if we're having hand traps, I will say Gamma will be the best because he can protect our spells from being negated, and if they try to negate and we negate with Gamma, it's a free Chaos Ruler. So really strong. I just don't like to run it in the main deck if I find a matchup that really combos hard and takes cards from the hand, like Rocket Links that I made a deck list a few days ago. I will put this in my deck. Triple Ghost Reaper, this is really good to stop the guys that have their combo based off of Needle Fiber, Link Cross. You can just discard, look in your opponent's extra deck and banish any copy of Needle Fibers. So basically this is a Needle Fiber counter, and you'll see your opponent's extra deck, you'll basically just know what you're facing, so you're gonna be able to make the best board to go against them. Triple Nibiru, this is a really powerful end trap. Just your opponent puts a lot of cards in your field to just try to combo off, make the biggest board they can to have multi-negates. Nibiru just ends it all before it gets too big. So it's a really good card, it stops a lot of decks. Like, I think I don't know what to say, like Salamangreats, they're more based on using the traps than the monster effects, so Nibiru is really strong against them. But yeah, that's it for hand traps. Now, I mean, Evenly Match is a hand trap too, but it's just on your battle phase, just remove, banish face down, Not you. Your opponent will banish face down cards they control until they have as much cards than you. So if you're activating this from the end, they're gonna banish almost every card on field face down, and that's huge. The worst thing about this card is that you're going second and you lose your battle phase, and that's basically the only bad thing about it. So now, since we stopped with the hand traps, let's go to the anti-spell cards. I'm playing double twin twisters. This just gets rid of 2 spells from going against decks like Eldritch and Altergeist. It's a really good card to get in. RP Senders is really good too, so really strong. I'm really having some fun playing with this deck. I just been playing against not meta decks recently, so I just have those 3 replays. So yeah, that's it. Just like I said before, subscribe if you're new. Drop a like if you enjoyed this deck list. Comment out below if you have any deck list that you want to see next, and that's it. See ya.